Hello, second grade. Welcome back. Today we are going to start a new lesson that is all inspired by the artist Kandinsky. Today you need to find two pieces of paper or one paper that you can use the back of, some things to trace around your house. We're going to use some circles, so maybe you have some things that have circles in them that you could trace, something to draw with. I picked a ruler, but you could also use something that has a straight line, and then something to color with. Before we get started on our art project today, we are going to do an experiment, and we're going to try to see how music influences the lines that we draw. So get all of the stuff that you found out of your way. And if you have two pieces of paper, choose whichever one you don't want to use for your project. So I'm going to use this piece of paper, and I'm going to fold it so we have 4 sections. Fold it in half, and in half one more time. It doesn't need to be perfect because this is just for our experiment. Okay, once you have your paper, we are going to listen to 4 different types of music. As you listen to the type of music, I would like you to draw any sort of lines that this music makes you feel. The first we are going to start with is some classical music. So draw with me. Your lines do not need to look like my lines. Okay, that was our first one. That music made me feel really flowy and lots of swirling. I could imagine people dancing in a large ballroom to that. Okay, our second section, let's try a different type of music. Okay, that one was much more intense. A lot of scribbling with all of the beats. We're going to try 2 more. Okay, let's do our third one in this box right here. Here we go. That one was like springs all over the place. All right, let's do our last one and let's see which one we like the most. Okay, I think I like this last jazz one the most. I feel like the notes really spoke to me. So as we are doing our project for this week, I want you to consider music that you like and maybe have that on in the background because the artist we're working with this week, Kandinsky, was really, really inspired by music. So let's see what you are gonna make. This week's learning goals are: I can use lines to create complex shapes while drawing my Music Man, and I can add color to my drawing using good craftsmanship. Please make sure you've watched this video before you continue on with our new lesson. For your Music Man drawing today, we are going to use things around the house that you found that you can trace, and we're going to be inspired by Kandinsky's Music Man. In his drawing, he uses lots of different shapes, like triangles and circles, to create a human-like form. We're going to be doing the same thing. If you have a ruler, you can use that. If you have something that also has a flat edge, you can use that. And some sort of circles we can trace. This is almost like building a robot. You can make it any way you choose. So I'm going to make lots of different shapes, triangles, and polygons that go together, and see what sort of musical man I can come up with. So I'm going to start by just making some lines and then connecting those lines to start making the form of a body. Oops. So these are going to be the legs. This is going to be the body of my person. I think I'm going to use multiple circles to trace. So I think I'm going to do a big head shape. And it's okay if your shapes overlap as you go. Kandinsky also used a lot of lines in his paintings. Remember, his paintings are abstract, which means it doesn't necessarily look exactly like a person. It can be like an imaginative person. I want my person to have a guitar body, so I'm going to add strings to the middle of its body that it could play. And then maybe I'll add a circle on this end to be the outside part of the guitar. Or a banjo maybe, is more like it. You can always go back and add more lines to your drawing. So you are going to go through, once you are done and you like the basic shape of your body, you can go through and add extra detail lines like this that will help give emphasis to the lines you already drew. Okay, I think I like my Music Man, and I think I'm ready to add a couple splashes of color. Don't worry if your lines overlap a little bit, we can color some of those different colors for emphasis, okay? You can choose anything you have to add some pieces of color, up to you. Does not need to be colored all the way in. These are just highlights of color to make your Music Man stand out. If the song you're listening to has sounds in it that make you think of a certain color, maybe it's a sad song and it's making you think of blues and greens, maybe add blues and greens. If it's like a really happy summery song, maybe think of some warm colors you could use.
All right, guys, I had a lot of fun making my Music Man, and I cannot wait to see what yours look like.